All right, so welcome back to the Pursuit of Accuracy. I'm Josh, and today we have the CZ457 out here. So I've been shooting in a little bit of competitions and doing a little bit of exhibition shooting with some friends, and I have not been doing that great on KYLs, and it's not because of the rifle, it's not because of my trigger pull, it's not because of anything like that, it is because of the wind. So we're out here today because I am getting kind of a gusty right to left wind on the range here today, and I have my KYL out at 130 yards. So we're going to shoot that KYL, and I'm going to have to adjust for wind on the fly, but I wanted you guys to come along for the ride with me on this because I think it's important that you see just how much effect a little bit of wind has out at 130 yards when you're shooting 22, because this is something, if you're planning on competing with a 22 or just doing precision shooting, you need to really get schooled up on, and that is wind and its effect on your particular setup, and that's going to be different for everybody. We can do some shooting out there at that 130 yard, and if we get our butt whooped too much, we may pull that back into 100, but we're going to try and clean that 130 yard KYL, which is 8 targets. That's from 2 1/4 down to a 1/2 inch, and we're going to try and do that in 10 rounds. So let's see if we can get it done. Let's see what we can do now. Let's go down the KYL. All right, that was just a little off left. There we go. That right to left wind is picking up a little bit. Give her a little more hold. There we go. We're pretty much off target now with our hold. There we go. Oh, I didn't hold enough. There we go. Wind gusting. Maybe having a reload here. Oh, and the wind got us there. Oh, goodness. All right. So on the last target there, I had the same hold, but obviously we missed right. So even though the wind here, I can feel it's picking up more, it switched down there, and we were basically point of aim, point of impact, where we were holding like 2/10 off to the side to hit that target. So I think we're at the second smallest now, and let's see if we can get on that guy. Oh, okay, yep. See the wind down there? It's kind of almost left or right down there now. Oh, just off left. There we go. Ooh, I don't know how we missed that. There we go. Let's take a look. We've got basically 2 extra rounds in the mag, so we can miss twice. Let's see if we can do it, see if we can read this wind correctly and get hits all the way down. And we are talking some really tiny targets to be shooting out there at 130. But let's see what we can do. See, the wind looks pretty dead out there right now. Nope, okay, that was off left. All right, so we got 1 miss just getting a wind reading. Barely got that. Wind is pretty consistent. Picking up out there now. Oh, barely nicked that guy. All right, we got 2 shots of this guy. Oh, nicked him. Yes. Yes. Oh my goodness, it feels so good to hit that guy out here at 130. Let's see if we can get him a little bit better. Got him. All right, so I am pumped about that, and it's not because I'm excited the gun is shooting this accurately. Really, the gun is 30% of it, and that's with almost any kind of shooting. The rifle is not the whole thing. You're not going to buy your way into winning a match But practicing in conditions like this in the wind, where you've got to make adjustments on the fly, and that's why I talk about, especially like quality of the optics, quality of the ammunition that you shoot, being able to see the bullet trace or bullet flight through a quality optic with quality ammunition and be able to make changes on the fly to hit targets. That's really what it's all about. And you as a shooter being able to perceive what's going on down at the target, because the wind here feels completely different. If I was holding for a wind here, I would have been straight up for half of those, and then I would have been probably like 3 to 4 tenths right, because the wind here, we're in the open, it's a lot stronger, and it's a little bit muffled out there, but it's also switching. So really pumped about that. Let's go out there. I'm gonna load up a few more, and we will go to 181 yards. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this dialed in to where we're holding straight up on that egg out there at 181 yards. And then I'm just gonna shoot at the egg. And if the wind changes, you're gonna see how far off that bullet moves in the air and by how much we miss that target with. So I'll actually wait for a little bit of wind to pick up while we're doing that, just so you guys can see that. What we're gonna do, actually, first we're gonna shoot at that plate, and let's shoot at this mark right there. And let's see where we land. Might help if I dial first. Probably gonna need about 6 mils. Let's see what we do. Okay, I saw that was high, about 4 tenths, so let's go down to 5.5. All right, I didn't quite see that one. Let's go dead center of the plate here, kind of straddling the left. All right, so we're just off left. Let's send one more to verify. Yeah, okay. So we'll probably come a right. Let's see if we can stack one on that last one. All right, so we're splitting hairs here. We'll leave it there. We'll know we're a tenth right, so let's get on this egg, and we're gonna do this kind of slowly to kind of let the wind come in and out, but that was an impact. And you can probably see it in the video. Watch the dust off the lead as it impacts the steel. That's another really good tip if you're shooting in a match and you're not sure what the wind's doing and you've got kind of a large plate, even though it may be shot up. When you send that first round, make sure you're parallaxed in on that first target really well, and make sure you've got a really good look at it and have really good follow through, and watch the bullet impact the plate, and then look for that lead or paint dust to come off and watch which way it's going. That'll kind of give you a little bit of a read. Let's see if we can get on it again here. So that was low, but you can see even that wood dust went off right. I think I just dropped a little low there. Yep. All right, so we're still on. The wind hadn't changed much. You see that dust is still going the same direction. Now it's a little calmer, it's a little more straight up. We're gonna eke in a little bit here on our hold. Too much off on the wind. We went off on the wood. All right, let's load a few more up here. We didn't get much. We got pretty much dialed in there, but we didn't get much wind change. So we'll put a few more in here and see what we can do. All right, lots of wind now. All right, so it feels like it's right to left here. We're gonna give it the same hold and see what happens. Okay, yep, and we're left. There we go. Now an impact. Impact, it's more straight up now. Impact. 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 Impact, and it's moving off the left edge now. Impact barely, that was just off the left edge. All right, so even though the wind wasn't moving a ton out there, you can still see where I'm holding on that plate and how I'm kind of shifting that around to hit. And you can see at first I was on the left edge of the plate and I'm hitting the right side. And then I'm having, as the wind changes and dies down, I'm having to move my reticle to the center or to the right side of the plate, and then I'm hitting barely on the left side. So, you know, the wind thing is a pretty big deal, and it's something you need to practice. It's something that I need more practice in. It always kicks my butt, but the best time to do it is just get out in the wind and do some shooting. So I didn't want to make this a super long video, just wanted to get out here and run some targets in the wind with you guys. Hopefully you'll take your rifle, get it out there in the wind, see what your rifle is going to do, how it's going to perform, become a better shooter, go out there, kick some butt in competition, regardless of the rifle system. You don't need the most expensive rifle. There's nothing wrong with them. They are great rifles, but you don't need it to be competitive in competition. So take what you have, go out there and practice with it, become that better shooter, and go out there and place higher in your next competition. I appreciate you guys. We'll catch you on the next one.